Hey, welcome back to Mac Music Tech. Appreciate you tuning in. I want to cover a quick kind of automation tip today. If you've ever gotten finished with a song and the big parts of the song didn't quite have the punch that you wanted, typically a chorus, sometimes in worship music, the bridge, um, you can do something at the end points when you're finishing up automation to really make something polish and shine a little bit. If you take a section of a song and just boost its level slightly, then you can get this kind of sense of lift out of it. One of the ways that it really shows in Pro Tools is that they've done this forever are those capabilities of those tools that are quickly available to you. So you can see in this section, I've already got my song sections marked out. If I pick a range and I choose this chorus, when I highlight that range, float the pointer right above it, you'll notice that I can then, when it turns into that sideways bracket, I can just take in my master automation track and lift that a little bit. Let's say I want to take that next section and I want to highlight this next section and just bring it down a touch. It works exactly the same way. So giving a section of the song a little bit of a lift or a little bit of a drop on top of all the automation and mixing that you've ever done can kind of give it that final polish. Now, I love to mix in Pro Tools, but I do so much pre-production stuff in Logic. Oftentimes it's not practical to shift over in the middle of a project, and I've always been jealous of this feature because it made things so easy. But there are some new functions in the newer versions of Logic that actually make this pretty workable. So you may already be aware if you've got sections blocked out in songs. In your automation drop menu, you have the option here to create either one track automation point at the region borders, or even more useful, create two track automation points at the region borders. So watch what happens when I do this. It literally flips me over into automation mode, same as pushing A on the keyboard, turns that on and off, creates those 2 points and has them both highlighted. So if I want to bump that section, I've got the ability to quickly do that in Logic now. The only frustration on this is I have to have regions for this little trick to work. So that doesn't help me much on my stereo out track where I don't have regions. It's okay though, because there's a feature you may not be aware of. If I flip over and use the marquee tool and select a range, watch what happens when I click on my automation there. It automatically does exactly the same thing like it just did in a region mode. And then I can pump that whole level up by a 3.3 dB, take it down by 0.3 dB, and quickly give myself that kind of level of automation polish that was difficult to do in previous versions of Logic. So I hope this little trick is useful to you. Like I said, turn on automation, use the marquee tool, select a range, and click on the automation bar. It'll automatically put those 4 points in for you and select the inner two, and you can quickly change them up and down. So get back to mixing. I hope you subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much.